Hi guys, welcome to my live video. This is Sheila Bajaj. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I'm a numerologist, a motivational speaker, a life coach, and I'm always wondering if I'm on my account or Shian's account on this phone. Am I on your account or my account? What do you think?
You're on your account.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on my account on this phone. Should I end it and restart it again?
Don't have to.
Okay, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm live on Shian's account or if I'm live on
Your account.
my own account. Go check from the other phone. Go check from the other phone. Go check if I'm live on your account or mine. Okay, so welcome to my live video. We're going to do numerology today. We're going to do live numerology today. We're also going to talk about some interesting stuff and see if I can untangle some of the stuff that you guys are grappling with. Okay, so quickly how this works is, thank you Shaila, thank you so much. Thank you for telling me whose account this is, because I keep making that stupid mistake. Like I'll suddenly use this phone and Shian uses his Insta from here. Cool. So we're going to do live numerology today, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit understanding for those of you who don't know what numerology does or what it is and why do I love numerology so much. Like I do so many different things. I have such a huge center which has all these different modalities, but why do I always talk about the importance of numerology? Numerology is the science of numbers and planets, and these numbers and planets are what make you attract and make you repel certain experiences. All right, when you have everyone is ruled by two planets in their date of birth. One is their birth number, one is their life path number. So whether you like it or not, it's like how you have two parents. Okay, whether you like it or not, you have their DNA, right? And there are certain things that we sort of inherit from our DNA energetically, and sometimes we get certain things, energies that we sort of inherit certain properties depending on our date of birth and on our name and all of that. So your date of birth, these two numbers are like two pillars in your life. Okay, they determine whether you will have a lucky, strong, wow energy, or will you attract trouble and struggle all your life. So your numerology has a lot of significance in your life, guys. A lot of significance. Okay, and if you have bad planets, you're going to start having a lot of trouble. If you have good planets, you're going to start attracting lovely stuff. Having said that, I have two kachra numbers and I'm not very proud of my numbers. I'm a number 4, and number 9 is not really the luckiest planet that there is. So number 4 people go through a lot of kitch, go through a lot of issues with friends, go through a lot of all of that, but then it always can be corrected in the name. So your name planets, your first name is also ruled by a planet, and then your full name is also ruled by another planet. So what does your name say about you? What does your name do to you? Does it make you go through struggle? Is that struggle in your life? Is that because of your name, or is that because of your date of birth, or is it something else? So we figure out that in a numerology correction. And people's, like, I always tell them that your numerology and your name correction are like the foundation of your planetary energy. So if you've never got a numerology name correction done, you should get it done soon, ASAP. Okay guys, I'm going to do numerology name analysis. So quickly share this on all your groups. That's how it works. Share this on all your groups, all your groups. Don't share it on my 2 groups, Bayleaf Ritual and 5D Healing. Don't share this on 2 of my groups, okay? Share this on all your other groups, and then I'm likely to take your question, all right? Share. And okay, thank you, Mrinali. I don't think I've seen you in my live video before. I have a whole bunch of new people on my live video. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We need a little bit of change on these live videos. We need a few new people. Why does my face suddenly look red? Like the moment I got my laptop here, I suddenly started looking very red. Like one tomato, isn't it? Like if I go into the background like that, I start looking like my curtain. And then I look normal again. See guys, this is magic. It's a kind of magic. See, my face becomes like lal tomato. See this? See this? Oh my god. And now I'm normal. Isn't that cool? Like color changing face. Ta-da! Ta-da! See? Look like I have some rash on my face. Okay, we're talking about numerology. I should be a little serious here, but wisdom doesn't always come in a serious package. So, ta-da! Red face. Ta-da! Normal face. Look at that. See, normal now. ठीक हो गया. पूरा allergy ठीक हो गया. 2 seconds में. Okay, there's something with the camera, isn't it? It's doing something funny with the red. Okay, it's okay. Now we're just going to stand like this. We're going to talk like this. So that nothing, it does nothing. Okay. Does it make a difference eventually? You see a difference. Ask me, I'm a number 4 and 4. Shaila, I agree with that. Yes, it does make a difference eventually. Even my husband is a number 4 and 4 combination. So all you guys who want a numerology name analysis, actually let's talk about numbers. We haven't spoken about numbers in a very, very long time. We haven't spoken about, the numbers. Yes, Kavita, it goes red when I go back. Look at my face. It just goes red. See, full tomato. See my red face. Now it's fine. Like it looks like some weird thing. I don't think it's curtain ka reflection. I think it's Facebook का smart technology. कुछ तो है. Okay, guys, share this on all your groups. Let's have a whole bunch of people. So I want to talk about numbers on this video because a lot of people, don't know about numbers. A lot of people don't know what your number says about you. So I had a video that went viral, which is pinned at the top of the page. It had 1 million views. I didn't even have a tripod to record that. I suggest that you guys see it again. Go ahead and see that video, but I'm still going to do a rundown from 1 to 9. All right. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 people are ruled by the sun, and number 1 people have this brilliant, exuberant energy radiating from them. They always end up getting recognized for whatever they do. They're leaders of all sorts. They have leadership qualities and are just absolutely amazing because they anyway end up getting recognized. They have that command, and they just need to kind of buck up their willpower, and then they end up accomplishing whatever they want. So they always end up getting some kind of recognition at some point in their life because of that supreme energy of the sun. So if you're ruled by the sun, awesome, get into business. It's really, really good for you. You're doing great already. But what if one of the numbers in your life path number, birth number, whatever it is, what if that is pulling you down? What if you're a number 4 somewhere else, So that could be making you not get the benefit of a number 1. So if you're a number 1, your planets are good, but we also need to check what is the other number 1 in your either birth number, life path number. Now, how do you calculate your numbers? You're going to calculate the date, alag se. So let's say if you're 1st of Jan, then you're a number 1. Okay, 1st Jan 2000, then you're a number 1 and 4. So if you just add the numbers, and that's your life path number. Like Sanju here is a 27 September, so you're a number, birth number 9. Okay. Okay, guys, if you're a 22nd born, then you're number 4 birth number. Okay, so that's how you calculate your birth number. Your life path number is date, month, year of birth. Okay, so whatever I'm talking about is both numbers. Okay, both is birth number and life path number. It hardly makes a difference. So the number 1 people, they end up getting awesome stuff happening in their life, but then you also have to see which number's pulling them down. So that number could be there in your name. The gadbad could be in your name. All right. Mohit says, yes, I got the name correction from ma'am, and I feel there is some difference, although it's just been 51 days of activation process. Thank you, Mohit, for that feedback. A lot of people have had name corrections with me. So number 2, let's go with number 2. Thank you, Mohit, for that feedback. Number 2 people are ruled by the moon. They're very, very cranky, sensitive, moody, very emotional, very creative, and they're very intuitive. So a lot of number 2s end up choosing professions also which have, something with their intuition, something with guiding people. I also say that people who are number 2 can actually learn tarot because they make very natural counselors. Okay, they end up being really good at counseling or mentoring, so number 2 people, are very, very soft people, but they're very moody, so they're very highly strung people. ऊपर नीचे, और उनका कुछ भी stable नहीं रहता है, उनका पूरा ऊपर नीचे होता है. Even in life with their, their career and with their relationships, everything is ऊपर नीचे. Okay, everything is up and down. There's nothing that's stable. So a number 2 person would definitely need a name correction because the number 2 is pulling them down. Okay, and you always need a stronger planet. Like, let's say if you have a child who's extremely naughty, you'll want to have, Radhika says she's a number 2, you'll want to have, like, one of the parents probably need to be really super sharp, or when you have someone helping you with the child, or a teacher or whoever, to be super smart with handling that child. Okay, so when you have a trouble planet, when we do name corrections, we also need to make sure that we have a strong planet ruling you so that it's able to handle that. Okay, the next number is number 3, ruled by Jupiter. These people are really, really lucky. Okay, they just got luck on their side. They're also very good at business. They're also very good at, they're very sharp, they're very intelligent, but sometimes they go a little overboard when it comes to drawing a line between doing something for someone, doing something for themselves. They're over nice sometimes, and then they get trampled upon. A lot like number 4, but not, the trampling part is not as bad in a number 3. So they just need to be a little careful and not overdo. Number 3 people also very good at business. If they take up studying something, they will do really, really well. Some of them have issues with their father if their Jupiter has some gadbad going on in the numerology, and sometimes some people will end up having some issues with education if there's some gadbad in Jupiter. Okay, even I've noticed a lot of also number 3 people, if their Jupiter is malefic, or if there's some clashing planet somewhere, a number 3 person is working really, really hard and they don't get the fruits of that. Okay, in such case, when it's really intense, after getting a name correction, we usually suggest a stone and yantra remedy to sort out that malefic Jupiter. Okay, that really can't be completely corrected with a name correction. Okay, so a malefic Jupiter could give issues with your parents, especially with your father. Also can have some gadbad with children at a later stage in life. Okay. Also sometimes they're very mentally disturbed then. If their Jupiter and other planets are clashing, if there's something malefic in your numerology, then you're also very mentally disturbed. Okay, yes, overboard is true for number 3. Number 4 is ruled by Rahu, and I am a number 4. I'm the brand ambassador for number 4 people. Brand ambassador for number 4. So number 4 वालों के सर पे ना कुछ लिखा होता है. I'm going to give prizes for people who can guess that. क्या लिखा होता है? मतलब आके मुझे गधा बना. ठीक है? So if number 4 people, if you have number 4 person, they are almost always going to be gadha. Okay, they are almost always going to be the gadha in the whole thing, because number 4 people are just like that. Ma'am, when you say name correction, does it mean that one has to make changes in all official documents? No. I haven't changed in official documents. I refuse to do that. So number 4 people will always get a shot under the stick. Partnerships do not work for you, and I swear by that. I will swear by that. मैं कसम खाऊंगी कि ये सच है और सच के सिवा कुछ भी नहीं है. मतलब number 4 people गधा, गधी, डोरमैट एंड बन जाते हैं कैसे भी करके. ठीक है, like full on गधा and गधी with a nice little topi on your head. Okay, so in conflict you will always have the weaker stand and you will end up getting cheated. Never get into litigation, never get into partnerships, never get into gambling, never get into stock market. Number 4 people, I can go on and on and on. You need a name correction. You need a name correction. If you haven't got one, you should get one ASAP, whether your name works for you or not. Okay guys, remember this. Whether your name works for you or not, you can always make it stronger. If somebody is making a gadha out of you, what is that? Oh my God. You know what happens? Magic happens. Magic happens sometimes, okay? First of all, I'm a brand ambassador for Fever. Like, I'm holding cup. But guess what I have here? Mango milkshake. Mango milkshake! So cool, from Mysore, no? Okay, wait. I need to focus on mango milkshake. Mango milkshake, guys. Mango milkshake. Can you believe in a season where there's no mango, I get mangoes? That's so awesome. I feel like, you know what? The angels are sending me mangoes. Okay, so number 4 people, even if your name works for you, yes, mango milkshake. How lucky. How did I get so lucky? So, I got from my sasural, mango milkshake. So, even if your name works for you, you have to get a name correction done, even if it's all right, because you know what, like you are sitting in a jhatka gadi and you've got like all your tires are punctured. So even if you are in a Mercedes, your tires are punctured because you're a number 4. So you have to get your tires changed. We need to give you something super awesome so that, you know, it combats a number 4. I'm a number 4. My husband's a number 4. My chacha is a number 4. I know so many number 4 people and I've studied number 4 more than any number that there is. Okay, so make sure that you get a name correction. Even if your name could be okay, not okay, we make it better. Remember, okay, you don't come to a Sheila Bajaj just to get like an Khatara. You come to a Sheila Bajaj because you want a Mercedes engine, because you want like a bomb pataka name correction. Okay, so we always make your name stronger than what it is. And if you're a number 4, you need something khatarnak. Okay, cheated, yes, cheated by the nicest people, or maybe not, but always, how on earth, you are so right. It is so true. Even the nicest people will turn into assholes. Okay, it is just something with that number 4. It's like a curse of a number 4. You need to get a name correction. All right. Does numerology make you more intuitive or more aware? It makes you everything, because the kind of planets that we connect to your name give you so many divine gifts that you don't even realize. Okay, it makes you very, very aware, makes you intuitive, makes you lucky, and makes you receive a lot of blessings from that planet. A lot of blessings from the planet. Okay, the science behind numerology is how we live on planet Earth, and we are affected by gravity. Whether you believe in gravity or not, you are affected by gravity, right? I may say I don't believe in gravity, okay, and I might decide to like spit in like aise karke. I might decide to do that. But what's gonna happen when I thukofai like asman mein aise karke, if I spit or I try to like puke against gravity and say I don't believe in gravity because I'm Sheila Bajaj and I choose not to believe in gravity. And I believe only in myself. So if I puke or if I spit ऐसे आसमान में, तो वो थूक आके मेरे ऊपर गिरेगा, क्योंकि we are on planet Earth and we are ruled by gravity. Like that, we live in the solar system and we are ruled by the effects of planets. Okay? Whether we like it or not, or whether we believe it or not. So your birth number and life path number affect you whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. So what we do is we look at your name and there's a certain sound vibration. Every alphabet resonates to a certain vibration. Every sound resonates to a certain vibration. Wow, that's a lot of people on Insta. Woohoo, Insta! Okay, so what happens on what happens with your name is every sound, every alphabet has a certain vibration to it. Okay, so when we alter the alphabets in your name, it alters the count of your name and the planet that it's connected to. That's the funda with numerology. Okay, so what we're trying to do is, since we live in the solar system, we are affected by all the planets in the solar system. We can't help it. Okay, so we only try to make it work for us. We try to use that to our advantage instead of being a victim of that energy. Vibrations play a role when you say out a particular name, but when you change the name, the other person calling you out is still saying the same way, so the vibration is still. Also, you're writing a different vibration, right? And we're kind of changing the name spelling, but we're not changing the phonetical sound of it, but we're still writing it differently. So it still makes a difference, okay? Okay, so that's how numerology works. I hope that clarified something, okay? So number 4 people anyway go through a lot of crap, and I'm going to suggest every number 4 person should get a name correction. Yeah, number 2 is just insane. They just go through a lot of emotional kitch. So name correction absolutely important, necessary, now. Okay. So guys, please share this on all your groups, and I'm likely to take your question after I finish all of this. Okay, number 5. Number 5 people are super awesome, really lucky. I wish I was a number 5. They are just like, the bosses everywhere. They're not the most liked bosses. They tend to be a little overpowering and very, very bossy. People generally don't like a number 5 person. Number 5 people can be a little overpowering and a little intimidating. They don't like to get instructions. They have a huge ego. Most of them can't work under someone. They're very unhappy when they work under someone. The pinned video on your Facebook page has 1 million views. So awesome. Yes, Samir, that's the first video on my page, and that was on numerology. The exact same thing I'm telling you here. Please go and watch it. It has 1 million views on it. It went viral, and numerology started becoming really popular after that video went viral. So number 5 people can be a little like that, especially for the other numbers, and then their face goes red, like the person who's facing a number 5. See, aise laal ho jata hai. See, okay, see, magic. So that can happen to other people. If you're a number 5, you can be little like, you can breathe down people's neck. And also number 5 people are like the boss, they're like the thug, like they live like the thug life, they think madam, matlab, everyone just goes madam mode. So guys, I'm not a number 5, so you don't have to do madam me, because I'm not like that. Okay, I'm number 4. So mere sar pe na kuch aur hi likha hai, gadha likha hai. So yeah, I've been also like taken for a ride like tons of times. Guys, don't think I'm Sheila M. Bajaj, so koi mujhe buddhu nahi banata, theek hai? So number 5 people are just very, very overpowering. Yes, Krupa, you are a number 5. That's why you're like, everyone does pranam to you on the 7-3 healing group. Everyone does pranam to you on 5D healing group. And so does people do that for Pallavi, because Pallavi and Krupa are just like the bosses of that group. So number 5 people are like the Pope in the church. There's only one Pope in the church. There's only one boss everywhere. So hum log sab hanji karke, we're just happy. Okay, they love being the boss. They hate instructions. They hate someone telling them ki kya karna hai, kaise karna hai. But they like to tell stuff to people, and a lot of times if they're heading an organization or heading something, they do really well. They're not very good at following instructions. Yes, Pallavi is always on fire. So Pallavi is number 5, and it explains why she's always on fire and why she's the boss of the 5D healing group. Guys, she's the boss of the 5D healing group, by the way. Okay, Pallavi is also a tarot card reader in my center. She's in team B, and you can get a reading done from her. She's amazing at reading tarot. So Pallavi handles everything on the 5th dimensional healing group. When there are like 200 people, 10 people, or 850 people, Pallavi handles all of that. Like, she's just number 5 boss. And she's very committed. She just doesn't like, 5D healing group is like her baby. So Pallavi is like that. Okay? She's like the mummy of that group. Okay, or like the papa of the group. Yes, they are strong pillars. And Samir, so were you. You are also like boss of 5D healing group. You all are like Trimurti. Earlier it was just Samir and Pallavi on 5D healing group, like papa and mummy. Okay, so guys, yeah, so that explains the number 5 of Pallavi and Krupa. They just have that energy. Okay, you probably have that because you're the number 3, Samir. So cool. So number 6, let's talk about number 6. Yes guys, Pallavi is awesome. Pallavi is awesome, absolutely amazing and awesome. Okay, I told you, she's like the mom of the group. So when it comes to number 6, everyone does call her Mate, I agree. Number 6 people are ruled by Venus. They just have this akarshit, yummy energy about them. Number 6 people are also very physically attractive, and a lot of times when people get their Venus activated, either with stone and yantra or with something else. And also I wanted to go back to number 5 people. Guys, if you're a number 5 and you're not really getting the cream and the malai in your life, then you need a name correction. There could be another planet doing Tandav in your life, okay? Remember, whichever number you are, whatever I'm talking about, if it doesn't add up to your story, then you need a name correction. Don't even waste money on a name analysis. Just Sida go in for a name correction. Even if your name is okay, Jhatka Gadi, or like whatever, Bel Gadi, we make it really super strong. So number 6 people are generally very, very attractive, and people who end up getting Venus activated for them or have a strong Venus in their chart also end up having that Akarshit magnetic energy. A lot of times people who have Venus in their name, Venus as a remedy that they wear, sometimes they activate Venus with a stone and yantra. So that time also, you know, you just become magnetic to attract lots of money, lots of, you know, people just kind of attracted to them. They just have like this really aram se life in there, you know. At some point they always attract luxury. They either marry into wealth or they are born under a lot of some serious wealth. So number 6 people always end up having money. All right, and if you're not having that kind of money in your life right now, it's probably because there's some gadbad with your number 6 in your numerology chart. Again, I would suggest pele name correction, but sometimes name correction doesn't cut it. Stone and yantra for that, very important. Okay, Krupa is very responsive. She addresses to every issue, gives a hearing ear. I agree with that. Krupa is amazing, always. Yeah, I agree. Number 6 people are so awesome. I wish I could have been a 6 and 6. Samir, you already have number 6, okay? Don't be so spoiled now. So you have like 3 and 6, 2 awesome numbers, okay? So itna bhi matlab spoiled mat bano. But now your name correction is sorted out, that you know, that thing, that, you know, that war. So don't worry. Yes, the desire amulet also does activate Venus. You're right. That's why people become very akarshit with that desire amulet. Okay, so that was number 6, and if you're not experiencing the wowness or the yumminess of number 6, then please get a name correction. Number 7 people ruled by Ketu, kich find it very tough in relationships, you know, some kind of kich in relationships, marriage may, I don't know, they end up moving towards divorce. They have a lot of politics at work. Number 7 people ko bahut mushkil dekhna padta hai, and also they struggle a lot. So number 7 people, please आंखें बंद करके name correction करवाओ, because आपके लिए और कोई उपाय नहीं है, ठीक है? You need something really strong. You need like a, I don't know, aircraft engine. Number 8 people ruled by Saturn, Shani, also very similar to number 7. But number 8 लोगों का lot of illness, accidents, lot of things breaking, destruction is something that they face a lot. Number 8 people really struggle. Okay, I've really seen number 8 people struggle. I don't know if I choose the right number from my options. Feels off. Don't know why. Radhika, your name or whatever is awesome. So just stick to it, okay? It's awesome. So number 8 people just struggle a whole lot. I'm definitely gonna suggest name correction for them, aankhein band karke, because you know there's very less that you can do when you have really bad numbers. You have to get a name correction. But number 8 people really struggle a lot, and they are like number 4 ke qualities times 2. So they are like, they have the trouble of a double number 4, okay? Also, if you're a number 8 person and you have a 4 or a 2 in your date of birth or life path number kahin pe bhi, then everything is magnified. Your number 8 qualities become worse. Another thing with the next number, number 9. I'm a number 9, guys. Shian's a number 9. Zubin's a number 9. Number 9 people, you know, are just very like, I wouldn't say they're unlucky, but the planet of Mars is just very, you know, it's like having nuclear energy. You can either put it to something productive or very destructive. So number 9 person needs to do something for humanity. They have to channel that energy. Also, they are like Insaf ki Devi or Insaf ka Devta, you know. So they just have this. My kids are just playing, laughing. I can hear them. Okay, so number 9 people feel like they need to stand up for what is right all the time. Okay, and a lot of times they just don't know diplomacy. Now Shian might have diplomacy because he's a Libran, but otherwise number 9 people are like muh tod jawab. Okay, they also make very good teachers. They make very good everything. Yeah, you can hear Zubin. He's going, Wah! He's going like that. Shian is trying to tickle him. So guys, this happens to number 9 people. They're just weird. They are just, you know, they're stuck between the good numbers and the bad numbers. Number 9 people ka energy channel hona chahiye. But you know, they just end up getting into conflict. Getting into like, unko lawyer banna chahiye actually, ya judge banna chahiye. You know, number 9 people should get into politics, or they should get into teaching profession or something like that. If you're not in that, then you'll just feel like मतलब कुछ गड़बड़ है, ठीक है. So number 9 people, please get a name correction, because life is not just about a karmic cycle. Number 9 people go through a lot of karmic cycles as well. So as a number 9, just make sure you get a name correction. Make sure that you're doing something with teaching or politics or something like that. Okay, you are you need to channel your energy in that direction, otherwise you'll burn inside. You will burn inside. So that was it with all the numbers, guys, and I hope I made my point clear that if you're a good number, you can't relate to what I'm saying, you need a name correction. Even if you're a bad number, you need name correction because you need strong planets to rule you in your name. Why is your name important? Like if you have, like you're a number 6 and 6 combination, okay? I've seen people with awesome numbers in their date of birth, but they still don't have that greatness and awesomeness in their life because their planets in their name are doing gadbad. So please remember, no matter how awesome your date of birth is, your name has to be wow. Your name vibrations matter a lot, okay? If your name has a lot of bad planets, Rahu, Ketu, Shani, Moon, Mangal, whatever, then you're again going to be at rock bottom. It's like having, a bucket and then it has holes in it. It's just going to get drained out. Okay, so Chandani, that's what we do as numerologists. You'll need to call my office 9900120034. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do name analysis today and we're going to do numerology analysis and we're going to tell people whether you need a name correction or not, or what is your planet doing for you. Or I might end up reading cards. I don't know, I just keep changing my mind. Like I'm very fickle minded, so I don't know what I'll do. Okay, I might do money element or something. I don't know what I'll do. So let's just open the laptop and see what I feel like doing. Shian is supposed to get his results today. Ta-da-da-da. Okay. So let's go to... So what should I do? Should I do name correction, name analysis, or should I do tarot? Or should I do something else? What happened to this? Isn't this charging? Hold on, guys, on Insta. Hold on. Hold on, guys, on Insta. Okay, guys, on Insta, that was on some power saving mode. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so let's do let's do your element chart. Let's see if I can find people's money element. Send me your date of birth quickly with your time of birth. I need your time of birth as well. Okay, and I'll tell you what your money element is. What does your money element mean? Okay, this is a very, this is a phenomenal system of finding out, so we are all ruled by 5 elements. Like how you have numerology and you're ruled by planets. Even in your astrology, you're ruled by planets. But in this system, you're ruled by the 5 elements, like in Feng Shui. Okay, so this is your personal Feng Shui. You're ruled by earth, fire, water, wood, metal. These are your 5 elements. So according to your date of birth and time of birth, I can figure out what is your personality element. Okay, and then I can tell you what your money element is. For example, red is my money element. So that's why I have red curtains here. I have a red car. Okay, and if you have so when your money element is, let's say, missing in your chart, okay, or you have another element that's missing in your chart, even if, okay, let me put it this way. If you have a missing element in your chart, okay, and even if it shows a lot of money, you will not be able to realize that potential of money in your life. So a lot of times when people come to us asking for an element report, we have this fabulous report that tells you which is your missing element, which is your money element, and give you remedies for what you need to do. The remedies are so simple. All we tell you to do is, if you have a missing element, okay, let's say if wood is your missing element, we ask you to wear green chaddis, okay, or like just wear like green, lots of green clothes. But then you'll end up wearing like green every day. So we tell you like simple remedies to follow, like wear a wooden bracelet. So if you have like red missing in your chart, then you can wear red chaddi every day. If you have blue missing, then you wear blue chaddi every day. So it's a lucky chaddi. And then we end up knowing that, which chaddi you're wearing. Then I can look at a person and say, I know which chaddi you're wearing. So we do that. Okay, guys, quickly send me your date of birth, time of birth, and only top fan and sharers get a chance to get this done. Top fan and sharers. Okay? La la la. Top fan and sharers. I'm looking for top fan and sharers. But trust me, no matter what I tell you on a live video, that report is so comprehensive. It has details of even when you're going to go through your money period, okay? Which is like the money period of your life. So it's really amazing. It's awesomely amazing. So let's see how many people I have here. Wow, 58 people on Insta. We've never had 58 people on Insta. Insta rocks, yay, Insta. Okay, let's see if we have anyone who's a top fan and a sharer on Facebook. Guys, we also have a new page called Rising Phoenix SMB. Okay, so you can follow that on Instagram, Rising Phoenix SMB. So that we share a lot of interesting content and tips there, so you can actually like that page, follow that page, okay? Sunshine, you can contact my office, darling. Rising Phoenix SMB, that's what it's called. Okay, so I'm looking for a top fan and a sharer here so that I can give you your money element. And guys, just small announcements here for all of you. We have, I wanted to tell all of you that now we have a new umbrella that we all function from, that we work from. It's called my new baby. It's called Rising Phoenix. It's a little too late to mention it now since I already mentioned the Instagram name. Okay, so Rising Phoenix is like my new baby or my brainchild. It is, I have a whole bunch of services and a whole bunch of practitioners under Rising Phoenix. I have 14 tarot card readers. I actually have lost count of the number of tarot card readers. I'm going to ask Janki or Pranjal right now to count and tell me. I think we're 14 or we're 15. I'm not sure. I think we're 13 or 15 or 14. Okay, I don't even know how many we are right now. So we have that many tarot card readers. We have 2 people who do feng shui. That is Janki and Pranjal. They do house plans. You know, when you have potty problem, when you have bathroom problem, when your bathroom is in the wrong place and just draining all your money away. And you think like, oh, I'm going to make a ton of money, and then it's all getting drained out in one, in the bathroom being in the wrong place, or just a drain in the wrong place. So Janki and Pranjal do feng shui in my center. Janki does angel card reading and angel guidance. So she will decipher messages from your angels, okay? And it's fabulous. And we have a bunch of healers. We have a lot of healing modalities actually that we've recently introduced. We've introduced Merkaba healing, which is healing only on the emotional level. All things connected to emotions, abuse, trauma, betrayal, abandonment, all your emotions, anger, fury, hate, blame, guilt, love, hatred, any kind of emotion that you've ever been through. Okay, so it works on emotional healing. And there's another modality that I recently introduced, and that's called 7th Ray Ascension. Now 7th Ray Ascension really works on a very, very high level of energy. Not a lot of people can handle that kind of energy as healers. These are all group healing sessions, so you guys can participate if you like. We almost have them every alternate day. And 7th Ray healing is handled by Shian, and that's my 16-year-old. Shian is brilliant in healing. He's been doing healing from the age of 4. And that was where I first initiated him with Reiki. So you can get 7th Ray Ascension done from Shian. And Merkaba healing is handled by Pranjal. Pranjal is amazing because she's done healing for the last 17 years. So Pranjal has, a lot of experience with working with energy with regard to Reiki, with regard to, she's already a 3rd level practitioner, and she does Soul Star healing. Pranjal does Lemurian healing. Pranjal does chakra healing. So she just basically does all healing. Okay, there's one menu card for Pranjal. वो सब healing करती है. And Pranjal is also amazing with Merkaba healing because, we sort of start in small groups and we see how the energy goes. And she's also able to handle like 20 plus people in a single session. Now you really have to have a strong light body and a very strong energy body to be able to handle that. Okay. Now this doesn't stay the same every time. There could be times that your energy will be like, puss, and it's gone. And sometimes my energy is gone and I don't have the energy to heal sometimes. And sometimes, your energy body is really, really strong. So it depends, okay? So Pranjal does healing sessions for even 20 people and 22 people. I think that's the most she's handled till now. These are group sessions and she gives feedback, and even Shian for 7th Ray gives feedback. 7-3 works with also clearing a lot of different kinds of energies. If you're if you drink, if you smoke, if you gamble, if you do any kind of thing, you're also connected to entities and elementals and all of that. So 7-3 healing ascension, 7-3 ascension healing also works on ascending your light body eventually, but also works on all levels of malefic energies. Okay, all kinds of misqualified energies like entities, demons, and elementals. So Xian also knows how to clear entities. He can also like sense entities in people. Xian's been doing that for a good 8 years now. But this 7-3 healing he recently started doing one day before the 8th of August healing. Yes, and he's the youngest healer in India. So as far as I know, he's the youngest healer in India right now. So Xian is mind blowing. He got people holding kambal while healing and all that. Lots of times people end up having weeping sessions during healing and crying and feeling cold and pata nahi kya kya karte hain mere healers. Yes, Xian did send some entities around you, Radhika. That's true. Otherwise, I was hurting constantly and real bad, and 5D wasn't helping a lot. The third session of Markaba, I feel, took out that hurting lump of me. Yeah. So a lot of times, see, like 5D was not not helping because we were not probably focusing on emotions, but Markaba healing focused on the emotions. I also tell people every technique of healing is different because it uses a different kind of energy. It's like if you drink milk, right? Milk does something different to your body, alkaline or acidic or whatever. And then if you drink like orange juice, it does something different. If you drink honey wala water, it does something else. So if you have palak ka water, it does something else. If you have spirulina water, it does something else. And if you have like something else, it does something else. So every kind of healing energy removes a certain quality of energy. Okay? But you have to know what healing works for what. So for example, Markaba healing is for emotional healing. Even Soul Star healing is for emotional healing. So if you guys have a lot of emotional trauma, that whole lump feeling in the throat, and you have trauma and you have void and loneliness, you can take up Markaba healing, you can take up Soul Star healing. 7-3 healing works on your DNA, okay? Like I told you, right? You bring down certain patterns in your life based on your DNA, okay? You bring down certain, energy codes from your parents and your ancestors, limitations, certain things in your DNA that gets cured in 7-3. You will break patterns in 7-3. You can break addictions in 7-3. You can get rid of entities, demons, elementals in 7-3, but a lot of sessions. 7-3 also works on your emotional and mental body. Okay, so it aligns your mental and emotional body, but it also does work on your emotions. A lot of times, if you also have like an OCD or an addiction, it really goes and like starts cracking into it. 5th dimensional healing, on the other hand, is like multi-energy. It has different, it depends on what energy we run that day. 5th dimensional healing is like the Rolls Royce of healing. So it can be channeled for anything, okay? Regular 5th dimensional healing makes a person so emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually very, very strong, all right? It is just the next level. So each modality of healing, guys, they're all my babies. All of these are awesome. You can choose any form of healing and just see what works for you and what you resonate with most, okay? Just that in 5th dimensional healing, we always have 100 plus people or 80 plus people. We don't give feedback because I can't give feedback. Okay, I felt sick with such a bad cold. Tons of entities Xian sent away with 7th-ray healing. That's true, okay? This is not pranic healing. Barbara, this is not pranic healing. We don't have pranic healing in our center. So 7th ray ascension is a very strong level of healing, but it's done for lots of people, a minimum of 15 people at a time. Okay. Ma'am is a phenomenal teacher. She is going to take Feng Shui and Access Bars class soon. How did I forget that? Please join Telegram group to experience the magic. Okay, so guys, I have 2 classes coming up. One is Feng Shui, and it's coming in the coming weekend. It's a professional class and it's learn Feng Shui for yourself. So this class is going to be targeted at you learning how to activate opportunities to come into your life, how to activate recognition and fame in your life. It is targeted at how to activate, like if someone's not having a child, how to activate that, how to activate Feng Shui or Vastu in your house for better health, to have a better social life, how to have a better sex life, how to activate the sector or the energy for liquidity of money, wealth, prosperity, how to increase gains and profits in your life, how to increase authority in your life if in case that's an issue, how to increase relationship luck in your life, how to increase what else, how to increase confidence in your life. Okay, so all of these things are going to be taught in the class. How do you combat nazar? How do you how do you correct bathrooms that are in the wrong sector? Your bathroom could be draining up your energy. So the class is about 20 hours, 20 to 24 hours is the module. It will be spread over many classes during the weekend only. Saturday and Sunday we start around 3:30 on Saturday and we go like maybe for 4 or 5 hours. Okay, so you can practice this professionally after you do the course. Okay, that's feng shui. And the next one is access bars. It is to completely change your life and change your reality. Okay, I'm going to talk about it maybe a little later. Let's take the next question for element chart. Okay, I'm Neelima here. I'm going to do her element chart. Neelima Praneeth. Okay, I'm going to tell you only about your money element. Okay? Neelima, the first thing I want to tell you to do is a name correction since you're a number 2. Number 2 people just go through too many swings in their life. Okay, so please get a name correction done. Okay, I wish I had some help with this. I usually have help, but right now I don't have help. Arey baap re. So 105 is 1305. Got it. So I'm just now generating her element chart. Alright, so I'm going to analyze it now. Water, wood. Okay, you have a very well balanced chart and your money element is, hold on, is wood. So wood and color green will bring you green, wood. So wear a wooden bracelet in order to attract a lot of money in your life, and also wear a lot of green. So green is extremely powerful for you, and green will, so you can change your wallet to like a green color. You can wear wooden bracelet, you can wear rudraksh, you can wear any kind of tulsi beads wala mala. Even if you're carrying like a handbag, if it has like wooden beads, make sure that you all, anyway, everyone has a lot of wood around them, like their bed is made of wood. So preferably have like a wooden bed instead of like a wrought iron or a metal bed. Alright. So that was for Neelima. Green is your lucky color, your money color. Metal is also very, very lucky for you, darling. Very lucky for you. And I hope she's still around. Okay, the next person is Diksha Sahil Makhija. Okay, Diksha, let me see what I'm gonna do yours right now. Diksha. So Diksha, I'd like you to give me your details, Diksha, because I really don't do this for your spouse. Because you're the top fan and you're the sharer, I want you to send me your details, not for your husband. Okay? I'm only going to do it for people who are sharers. I'm not doing it for husband. Okay, I'm going to do it for Bhavna Nerlikar. Okay? Bhavna, I have your date of birth here, 28/8. Bhavna has the sweetest smile. I've seen her picture. Bhavna Nerlikar is 28/8. So that's August. Wow, your birthday is coming. 1982. Time of birth 3:05 p.m. 3:05 is 15. Okay, this was easy. Okay, so Bhavna, actually you and me share the same self element. You're water and I'm water too. So your money element is fire, okay, is red. So your lucky color is red. You should be wearing red chaddis every day, like without fail. But what I also see in your chart is that your money element is missing. In fact, you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. you have a wood element missing and a fire element missing. So you need to buy green and red. That's just going to be so crazy. You're going to look like a Christmas tree. So I don't know, like maybe your lingerie one should be green and one should be red. You know, like something like Christmas tree type. मुझे लगता है आपको वही करना पड़ेगा भावना. Christmas tree के जैसे, you know, bra and chaddi should be red and green basically. Or find a chaddi that's actually like a Christmas tree, like red and green both in your chaddi. And your purse should be green, your purse should be red, but I would suggest a red purse. Always keep that like your standard, because you have two missing elements. One is your money element and one is wood. So without adding wood into your daily life and wearing wood, perhaps you're not ever going to have like that serious wealth come into your life. Okay? So Bhavna, that was for you. Please get your detailed element chart report done, because there's a lot more detail in that. A lot more remedies are suggested in that. Okay, I'm going to do Gokul now. Yes, Gokul. Gokul, for you. Hold on. The next person is Gokul. Number 9. 9th of September. 1989. I'm so thirsty and I don't have water. I'm gonna hope somebody hears me and they get me water. Somebody get me water! 12:30 p.m. Someone can hear me. I heard it. Please get me water. Please get me water. Okay, thank you. 12:30 p.m. Okay, female. No, male. Sorry. Gokul. We're doing Gokuls. Okay, Gokul, you're also water element. Wow, we should have like a water gang. You know, like water gang. Like lots of people who are water element. That was for Gokul. Your money element is fire. You have some serious money in your life. You have a lot of money in your life. 1, 2, earth, 5. But you have wood missing, darling. So you need to buy green chaddis. Okay? Without that green, you probably will not be able to realize that wealth in your life. Okay? And we have a lot more remedies that we suggest in that element report. My suggestion is please get that detailed report, because you have a missing element. There will be remedies on how to compensate for that. You know, you've actually got such a wonderful chart, because you've got, I've seen very few people having such awesome money element wale things in their chart, but because of the missing element you have this thing going on. So your chart has to be balanced out a little bit, and this is done with wearing certain colors, wearing certain elements on your body. Okay, so Gokul, please get a detailed element chart report, because more stuff is given to you. And also about time periods, like let's say if you're going through a time period when, you know, there are certain elements clashing with you, then you need to kind of activate certain elements. Okay, so please get the detailed one done, Bhavna and Gokul. Okay, the next person that I'm going to take is Diksha Makhija. So the money element is actually a very powerful tool for you to include that in your day-to-day life, and you'll start to notice that, you know, the money that is meant for you is actually beginning to come. You know, the color theory in numerology is quite bakwas. That's why I don't actually promote lucky color in numerology at all. I mean, I'm not going to promote like lucky color in numerology just because I'm a numerologist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to make sense to me. Like, I have to like find something solid there. So the element chart is very accurate for lucky color, not numerology. And even if you get a lucky color in your numerology report, it's because I have to put it there, because otherwise log bolte ye kya aapne lucky color to diya hi nahi. So I will anyway put it there, but I don't actually endorse it, guys. I would rather you ignore it. Okay? 1989. (4:35 a.m.) female. that makes a big difference. You know, sometimes if you don't know, then it, wow, again another water element person. Baapre. Okay, so wood, metal, wood, water, earth. So fire is missing, metal hai. Fire is missing in your chart. So your wealth element is missing in your chart, Diksha. So I'm going to definitely suggest that you wear red every single day. Okay, red is your money element, and I suggest that you wear that because it's missing. Okay. So and for people who have a missing element, I'm definitely going to say please get a detailed report done, because it has a lot more detail that you can actually do to compensate for that. There are certain sectors in the house we ask you to activate, so it helps you. So please do that, because you get a lot of understanding on what are the things that you can do. Okay, you'll understand a little bit also about your personality and stuff. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do today, guys. I'm done with element chart. Kafi kiya na, jaldi karke. So I have an announcement to make. Like I feel like every day I have like some kind of announcement to make. I got so many messages on Insta. Okay. So guys, yeah, I'm getting a lot of people asking me questions about please guide me. If you are stuck on crossroads, the first thing that you should do is get a tarot card reading. The first thing, okay? Get a tarot card reading. If there's some gadbad in your numbers, your tarot card reader will tell you get a name correction done. Okay, if you need to, they will tell you. But nevertheless, I tell people please get a name correction done anyway. You know, that just goes without saying for everyone. But I always tell people, if you're stuck with something or if there's like a certain choice that you have to make, please get a tarot card reading done. Tarot is a brilliant tool to get answers. It's a brilliant tool to guide you on crossroads of life. And I always tell people my tarot card readers are a class apart, because they have to study many different modalities in order to be able to guide you as a tarot card reader. Okay, they study about crystals, about other remedies, about amulets, about sigils. They have been trained in so many different feng shui remedies and all of that. And you know, the entire thing is, when you're a standalone tarot card reader, you're not answerable to anyone. You can do whatever you want. You can disempower people. You can talk about kuch bhi to people and there's no one to verify. Okay, but with my team, I have like 15 tarot card readers. And you know, they are brilliant, they are highly trained, they only enter the team when they're absolutely ready. Okay, so I have a phenomenal team who reads really well. I've got raving reviews about each one of them. You can actually choose anyone. Go and look at their picture. How do you choose your tarot card reader? Go to tarot.sheila.com, or you can go to tarot.sheila.com/team B. There are 2 teams. You can look at their picture, look at their eyes, and see who you connect with. Okay, get a reading done with whoever you connect with. Okay, yeah, you can go to tarot.sheila.com, or you can go to tarot.sheila.com/team B. And if you want to get the element chart report done, you can call my office on 9900120034, and VJ, who's my assistant, will give you an appointment or whatever. She will take up your request. Okay. So all my tarot card readers are here on Insta or on Facebook. So I have Akira here, I have Janki here, I have Samir here, I have Pranjal here. Okay, who else is here? Varun is here. Then Pallavi is here. All of them are my team, guys. All of them. Okay, they are absolutely phenomenal. Pranjal is here. Actually, everyone's here. Pretty much everyone's here. Prathana is here. Radhika is here. See? All of them are here. My entire team is on Insta or Facebook. So guys, get a reading done with them. They are absolutely amazing. Okay, that's all I have time for today. And I'm really exhausted now. So I'm going to see you live a little more often. The entire tarot tribe is here. Akira is here, Prathana, Radhika, everyone is here. The whole gang, the whole Paltan is here. So Samir is also here. And Pallavi, Tia. Who else? I'm missing someone. I'm sure I'm missing someone. I have too many names to remember. I have 1 MB memory space, guys. Okay, so Archana is here. Yes, Archana is also here. Archana is also here. She just has a funny Insta name. Okay, so bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to, one second, I need to post this on Insta. क्या लिख रही हूँ? Okay. If you want to get a reading done, go to tarot.sheila.com or tarot.sheila.com/teamb. Yeah, I had an announcement to make. Oh my god, I had an announcement to make. मेरा memory है ना बहुत ज़बरदस्त है. Okay, wait. It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. I'm just waiting for people to come on, yeah. It's a kind of magic. Okay. Yes, I have an announcement to make, guys. Okay, I have actually 2 announcements to make. I think I have a lot of announcements to make all the time. Okay, so I have a new member who's joined my tarot tribe. Okay, I did announce about Pallavi last time, Pallavi Srivastava, who is the boss of 5D Healing Group. She's the dada of the group. So she is a part of our team. And there is also, we now have Raghavendra also in team B. Raghavendra is brilliant with reading tarot. He learned tarot from me a long time back, and he just took his time till he was really good and ready. All right, and he actually also manages the practical part of, like helping people with bar swaps in our center. He runs bars for people, access bars. He runs bars for people, not like the Pine Wala bar. But Raghavendra is a part of Team B now, and he is, one of the most approachable and high on common sense, logical kind of person. So Raghavendra has joined Team B as a tarot card reader. You guys can get a reading done with him. He's going to be soon listed on the website tarot.sheila.com/teamb. All right. I have another announcement to make, and that is Radhika Sood, who's right here, Radhika SMB on Insta. Radhika does some real Fadu handwriting analysis. Okay, Fadu. Like, she does some crazy, amazing signature analysis and handwriting analysis for people. She does this for Rising Phoenix now, and Radhika is so accurate. She can make people pee in their pants. Okay, so if you want to know anything about anyone, and if you want to know their inner secrets, and you really want to like sneak on someone and know whether they are, I found this so amazing. I just sent her so many random handwriting and signatures. She didn't know for Adams who it was. She told me things about these people that I did not know, or I had a doubt about, or she did not know. Like, she just told me stuff, guys. She told me like spooky things about people that she had no idea about. She can tell you if someone is authentic, if someone has got this cheating mentality, if someone is a liar, if someone is Dhong Baba, if someone is very secretive, if someone is depressed, if someone has suicidal tendencies, if someone is likely to cheat on their partner, if someone has gone through some kind of old cheating with somebody, and then they have the mentality, or they're very aggressive, or they are very सब कुछ, मतलब पूरा जन्म पत्री निकाल देती है handwriting analysis के साथ. Radhika is phenomenal, guys. उसने ना, मतलब you can't imagine, like, I am not someone who's so much into handwriting analysis, but she does signature analysis. So if you want your signature analyzed and corrected, you want your handwriting analyzed and corrected, she told me stuff about myself that was so bang on accurate, but we always know ourselves. But it is so unbelievable, the things she said about people she doesn't know. I just end up sending her a screenshot or a picture of someone's handwriting, and she does a complete MRI scan on them. So I have to say that it has, it like on a daily basis, if I end up sending her, some handwriting or signature, she tells me stuff about them. She was bang on accurate about Shian's handwriting. She was bang on accurate about Vaishak's handwriting, my husband's. She was bang on accurate about mine, and then I gave her 2 different handwriting, and she told me about both, both avatars of me in different times of my life. But I'm going to actually send her one which is more recent. Then she told me something about certain people that she didn't know. She didn't know whose handwriting it was. She was so accurate today about Shian's signature and my husband's signature. But itna accuracy, I didn't even realize that, that handwriting analysis is so deep. So guys, Radhika is brilliant. You can join the 5D healing group. You can ping her there. And yes, Akira, she analyzed your signature and she was bang on. She's been bang on for everyone. Okay. It's almost like that level of spooky. Spooky wala, wow wala spooky. Okay. Creepy wala. Because you can actually, like, before hiring someone, you can just get their handwriting analysis done and you'll know whether they're going to cheat or they're liars or they're just stalkers or they're bullshitters, whether they're introverts, extroverts. You can just tell everything, guys. She removes the whole thing. No one can hide. Get your children's handwriting checked, get your partner's handwriting checked, get like everything checked. Okay, get everyone's checked. Get your mother-in-law's handwriting. Okay, and if you're marrying someone, make sure you get their handwriting checked. Okay guys, so I had a wonderful time doing this live video. Bye, see you another time. Bye, and go to tarot.sheila.com, tarot.sheila.com or tarot.sheila.com/teamb. And for the element chart, you can just call my office 9900-120034. Just go to sheila.com and someone will figure it out. Just send us an inquiry. You'll just go to the 5D healing group. You'll get all the information there. Okay. And when you DM us on Facebook, you get the 5D healing group link. Okay. Bye guys. I love you.